Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear examiners, introducing, my name is Rabi Aladawiyah. I am a business education student. Allow me to present my thesis entitled Developing Microlearning Videos Based on Technological, Pedagogical, and Content Knowledge to Enhance 21st Century Competencies. Okay. Advice in technology and automation have changed the pattern of human life as a whole without exception in the world of work. This has an impact on workforce qualification that must be adjusted to industrial needs. The Indonesian government itself has made a policy to improve the quality of human resources by developing vocational schools. However, it's turned out that based on BPS data, the open unemployed rate is based on education levels. The highest is occupation by SMK graduates. So education is needed that develops competencies according to work needs. This competence can be formulated in 21st century competencies, which consist of learning skills, literacy skill, and life skill. That also is now very close to the use of technology in assessing learning resources. Teachers also face challenges in how to collaborate technology and learning processes to create fun learning. These two things can be realized by application of technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge framework. One form is the use of digital learning media. The COVID pandemic has rapidly accelerated the digital learning ecosystem. Many teachers are starting to switch from using traditional media to digital, one of them with videos. However, most of the available learning videos are long and not focused on the material. Then a video is needed that is simple, short, and easy for students to understand. It is called the micro-learning method. Based on the problem mentioned above, I will develop technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge-based micro-learning videos to improve 21st century competencies. As for development questions, first, how is the development of technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge-based micro-learning videos to improve 21st century competencies? Second, what is the impact of micro-learning videos based on technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge on the development of 21st century competencies? Hence, the purpose of this development, first, producing educational media in the form of micro-learning video by technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge to improve 21st century competencies. Second, understanding the impact of micro-learning videos based on technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge on 21st century competencies. The benefits of this development are divided into two, namely theoretical and practical. Okay. The following are the benefits of development technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge to improve 21st century competencies. First, 21st century competence. 21st century competence is a collection of skill and knowledge that are considered important that face the demand of the modern world in the 21st century. This competency consists of learning skills such as innovation and creativity, problem solving, communication, and collaboration. Then literacy skill, namely literacy in the use of media, information, and technology. And the last is the life skill, namely adaptability, flexibility, social and intercultural living, and responsibility. Next, microlearning. Microlearning is a way of learning that is arranged in detail scale with the aim to providing precise information in a short time. For microlearning video, names they are videos with cheap clips that contain interactive content and are short in duration. The following are the terms of microlearning's video. Next, technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge, or TPACK. The framework used by educators to integrate technology, pedagogy, and content effectively and efficiently to improve the quality and learning outcomes of students. Next, marketing fundamental. This is a marketing vocabulary group subject that must be taught by students at the 10th grade level, which aim to be a basic science consisting of knowledge, skills, and attitudes that form the basic for marketing competencies at the next level. Its content material on marketing concept are and processes, marketing issue, professional in the field of marketing, consumer behavior, sales service to business communication. Next, the subject in this development were students at SMKN 12 Jakarta. And the object of the development was technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge in a basic of marketing subject with element 1 material, business processes in the field of marketing in the industrial sector. This development was carried out at SMKN 12 Jakarta, and the development method was use research and development with a 4D model. Okay, this development use 4D model by Tiaga Rajan. The 4 stage of 4D, namely which consists define, design, develop, and disseminate. Okay. Then for the data collection consists of 3 types, namely a feasibility test, trial, and effective fitness test. Feasibility test. This due diligence will be carried out of the media and material experts. That following is the formula and range of value on eligibility. It is expected that the development has a value above 61% to be stated properly. Next, trial test. This trial was conducted to see the response of teachers and students in using video microlearning. The following is a formula and a range of values on eligibility. It is expected that the development has a value above 70%, so that is well stated. And the finally test the effectiveness. This effectiveness was conducted on students by delivery question in the form of a pretest and a post-test student into classes, namely the experimental class and the control class. And by delivering treatment in a form of using microlearning videos in the learning process to students in experimental class. Next is entering the resource and development of microlearning videos. The development of microlearning videos is carried out at SMK N12 Jakarta, located in North Jakarta. SMK N12 Jakarta has several programs, namely accounting, office automation and management, marketing, and software engineering. Okay. The development of microlearning videos consists of 3 stages, namely define, design, and develop. Define stage. The stage of definition involves analyzing needs through interview. The result indicates that there is an expectation for learning to be integrated with technology, but digital media is still limited and not aligned with the learning objective. Next, design stage. The design stage consists to prepare test standards, selecting instructional media, choosing formatting methods, and creating an initial design. The microlearning videos design focus on teaching module element 1. Following the develop stage, the develop of microlearning videos involve the process of mapping presentation materials, design, video recording, create illustration, sound editing, and finally video editing. The microlearning which has been produced perfectly, then proceeds to the evaluation stage, which include feasibility testing and trials. The feasibility test is conducted by media experts who score 95%, and content expert who scored 92%. Additionally, a trial response is obtained from teacher, resulting in a score of 94%, and from student with a score of 95%. Based on the results and the feasibility test and trial response, the microlearning videos can be considered highly suitable and effective as a learning media. Next, the influence of technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge-based microlearning videos to enhance of 20% theory competence. To assist the improvement in 20% theory competency, following the use the microlearning videos and experiments was conducting involving 2 classes. First, experimental class. This class receiving treatment involved the use of microlearning videos. And the second, control class. This class didn't receive the treatment and use conventional learning media. The test comprising 20 high order thinking skills and low order thinking skill question that administered of both pretest and posttest to 72 students in the 10th grade marketing class at SMK N12 Jakarta. Subsequently, paired sample t-test and independent t-test were employed with frequency for normality and homogeneity testing. Okay. Here are the results of normality and homogeneity tests. The findings indicate that the data from both the experimental and control groups are normally distributed and homogeneous. Next is the effectiveness test, and it was found that first the paired sample t-test conducted on the experimental class revealed in correlation coefficient of 0.798, indicating a strong and positive correlation between the two variables. And the second, the result of the independent t-test between the experimental and control classes show a tail value less than 0.05, indicating a significant difference. Furthermore, the average analysis result indicated that the experimental group achieved a higher mean score compared to the control group, which the difference of 8.47. Therefore, the use of microlearning video is learning significantly and has 20% competencies compared to conventional learning media. Okay. The conclusion, the first, this development result is a product in the form of technological, and content knowledge based microlearning videos. The microlearning videos are designed to present content briefly and concisely, aligning with the learning objective. This facilitates students in easily and quickly comprehending the material. Second, this indicates the significant difference between the learning outcome of the experimental class and the control class. Based on this difference, it can be concluded that the use of microlearning videos enhances 20% theory competencies more effectively compared to the use of conventional learning media. Next recommendation for further research. First, developers should pay more attention to the content of the material in the videos and enhance the level of interactivity so the learners or students can be more engaged. Second, the development of microlearning videos can be expanded to cover a broader range of subjects and topics is aligned with the intended learning objectives. And the third, for the next research, it is recommended to strive for better improvement and to produce more innovative and creative product.